Joining me now is the Democratic Congressman Eric Swalwell of California. He's a member of the House Judiciary Committee and the House Homeland Security Committee. I guess you can see this two ways. You could say that all this stuff with James Comey and, it distracts from the Epstein stuff, but it doesn't really matter because Donald Trump on an hourly or daily basis can't escape that. He can't escape his lack of popularity. He can't escape the fact that he didn't bring the price of eggs down. I suppose he can flood the zone every day, but the truth still continues to come up.
It's all going to come out, Ali, as you just noted. And yes, these projections and these prosecutions are efforts to distract from the Epstein files, which he very, very much does not want anyone to see. But he is also distracted from focusing on what he promised, which was on day one he would lower costs. He's 0 for 250 as far as that promise. Our costs are soaring and jobs are declining, and our future for our children and for what's right in front of us is very dim. And so for House Democrats, what we have to do is we go into this Epstein shutdown, and I call it an Epstein shutdown, Ali, because Republicans are refusing to have us come back to Washington, because that would mean swearing in the 218th person who would allow us to have a vote on the Epstein file. So we're going to go into a shutdown because of it. So Democrats have to just make it clear. We are the party that wants to end the cuts, lower your costs, save your health care. Period. They are the opposite.
And that's pretty straightforward. And in fact, when you look at what Americans are disenchanted with Donald Trump, it's got to do with those very things.
And that's what is right in front of every American. I do the grocery shopping in my house. I've got 3 little kids, 8, 6, and 3. They eat a lot of everything. And you also see it's not just, grocery bills are soaring. You're paying more and you're getting less. And so Americans are being squeezed in every way. And then when they turn on the news, they see this madness that the president's priorities are going after his political opponents. And also, I just want to put in perspective, we had another shooting this week where a sick individual went to an ICE facility and fired on and killed a detainee there and wounded another. He may have been targeting ICE officials, but what we know so far is that he very much was online. So this is the second political assassination in the last 3 weeks, where you have to wonder if the FBI is so distracted to carry out these prosecutions on behalf of Donald Trump, are they able to protect the public from sick individuals who are willing to carry out these sick executions? I
want to talk about the Epstein stuff. You're going to end up with the 218 votes necessary. This has been known for some time, right? There needed to be these swearings in. There might be another Republican or two prepared to come down on the side of getting these files out. But regardless, information continues to trickle out. These files, the request from Ron Wyden to Jamie Dimon about J.P. Morgan Chase, the 18,000 emails that Bloomberg has, this information is going to come out one way or the other.
That's right. Ali, we can do it to invoke Brendan Carr, the easy way or the hard way, right? So the easy way would be the Department of Justice to just put out everything that they have, and nothing is stopping them from doing that. The harder way, but a way that we can still, do it, is to go to the private sector, because the private sector, whether it's telecommunication companies, whether it's banks, financial institutions, they have a lot of information here as well. And we can subpoena them either in a Democratic majority or hopefully sooner. And also, as we have seen, the drip, drip, drip from the Epstein estate. So this is entirely about standing up for victims. And if the president of the United States is so innocent and his hands are so clean, you would think he would be doing everything to show the country that. And every day that he doesn't only raises more questions about how close he was to Jeffrey Epstein.
Your view on the James Comey indictment, it does seem that with each one of these things that the president does, more and more Americans start to begin to wonder what is in the interest of the country and some of the stuff that Donald Trump is doing in terms of prosecutions.
Yes, and I want to start where this is going to end. James Comey is going to be acquitted, or the charges will be thrown out. But that doesn't make what Donald Trump has done any better. And for your viewers, I hope the way they see this is Donald Trump has not come for you yet, and he may not get to you for a while. But if you dissent against him, if you go to the town square and protest against him, he eventually will find you. That's where this is going, and that's why we all have to be louder and find strength in numbers. And so when you look at the law firms and the colleges and the entertainment companies who've been picked off one by one to do these drug deals with Donald Trump, what they have shown is that they're cowering to a bully. The others who have shown strength in numbers by banding together, by filing lawsuits, by slowing him down, that's the only way to stand up to a bully. And so I hope your viewers don't shrink, don't hide under the bed, stand up to this bully, and we can muscle through this.